I recently watched several The Odd Ones Out videos. My husband has been subscribed for years. It came up in my feed, and my daughter was interested, so we've watched a bunch together. In one video, James talks about sports, namely when he was in soccer in a particular part, and I thought to myself, I have some stories about my soccer days. So here we go. My memories are a little fuzzy since this is my childhood, so everything I'm about to say is if I matter-of-factly remember. I don't, except what I say about TLC. My first soccer team was when I was the only girl on a team of all boys. We'll call that team the Cobras. I don't remember the boys or parents giving me a hard time about being the only girl on the team, though it was certainly a distinguishing feature about the experience. I think we did pretty well and wonder if perhaps this is where a certain strange statement escaped my mom's lips in which she told my daughter I was good at soccer. I am not, nor have I ever been, good at soccer. But I was probably at my best on the all boys team, or all boys except for me team. Now, when I say I wasn't good, I don't mean that I was terrible. At least not all the time. I made some mistakes that included falling for a fake out throw in, and one instance of my staring up at the clouds because I was bored watching so much action happening on the other end of the field for so long. After the all boys team, which was great for the way I remember it, but whatever, I instead was set up to join an all girls team. They were going to be the Cosmos. But then, they weren't the Cosmos. The moms running the team decided that actually we should be called TLC, short for Tender Loving Care. When I told my dad about the TLC, and before explaining what it stood for, he said, "Oh, like the little Cosmos?" Perhaps that should have been a sign of things to come, but I was too young to really connect dots like that. TLC was the worst team, by far, that I ever played for. We lost every single game. Our best game was when we lost 2-0, because that one was when we lost only by 2, compared to much bigger defeats than that. That experience also lasted only one soccer season. Now, I think I joined even more teams than those two. Like, maybe one of them was called the Sparks, but they didn't have anything particularly striking about the experience to really stand out in my memories. At long last, I found a home on an all-girls team called the Hammers. I played on that team for years. I wasn't great, like I said, but I was okay. I think we were okay, or I guess at least as not as bad as TLC. But soccer was a thing that I did because my parents set me up to do it, and I didn't mind. One day, the coach, and maybe others, had me on the bench and repeatedly yelled my name to correct me and get on my case about my mistakes that I was not making because I was not on the field. To be honest, I thought that was weird more than wrong. Like, I'm here, you're still yelling at Katie, whose name is not Kathy, over there. But my mom, she was pretty mad. Looking back, that makes sense. It's kind of weird that I wasn't more offended. My mom decided I wouldn't play for that team anymore, which was fine. And that was the end of my soccer playing days. My parents didn't sign me up for any other teams, and I didn't ask. Here's a few mildly related things that I don't think I'll put in another video. In middle school, I tried out for basketball, but I couldn't do something like dribble between my legs, among likely other mistakes, and so was one of 3 girls who didn't make the cut. That was also the end of my attempts at joining any sports. I mean, I suppose I could have tried harder, kept practicing, or even tried another sport like tennis. I did like tennis, but I just never mustered up enough willpower. For the record, both my brothers played soccer, though I think my older brother stopped pretty early into when I started. My younger brother's team was awesome and lasted for years. They were the Turtles, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, without actually using the Teenage Mutant Ninja part. TMNT were a thing when we were kids. The team was eventually renamed the Goalbusters. He had a good coach, and I think they fared a lot better than my TLC and Hammers teams. They even had newsletters, so yeah, my younger brother's soccer playing days were cool. Okay, well that's it. So, thank you for your time.